Hello, hello. Happy Monday, y'all. Instagram always takes a little bit of time. How's your weekend, Josh?
It was good. I went to Chili's.
Oh my God. There's no Chili's in New York. Do you know that?
I wouldn't imagine. I mean, you've got considerably better options than Chili's, but
I love Chili's, so I would beg to
I'm
differ.
glad, dude. There's something magical about Chili's.
Chat, please weigh in if you love Chili's. I mean, of all of the sort of like fast casual, these like, I guess it's not fast casual, it's just like a casual dining spot.
Like chain
That's
sit down.
probably my favorite.
It's like the only one that's like doing well. I think over the last 20 years, like most of them have either died or are not in great shape.
But we're not here to talk about Chili's or fast casual. We're here to talk about the latest and most current box office buzz and industry power plays, and all things Mogul by MoviePass. This is Mogul Moves Weekly, our bi-weekly live stream. I'm the host, Luigi. This is my co-host, Josh. Welcome, Instagrammers.
Hello,
Instagrammers,
hello.
how are we doing? Let's get into it. A little bit of a quieter weekend for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple releases that I felt like were worthy of mentioning. But yeah, talk to us about this weekend's performance, Josh.
Yeah, the new releases super quiet. Like the biggest one, "They Will Kill You" with Zazie.
Mhm.
It did 5 million, which is, I think, about what we were expecting. I think the last forecast I saw for it was 5.8. So yeah, maybe like a little below expectations, but not much. About on track. Forbidden Fruits did 914K. I saw, there's a little bit of talk about it. My sisters were talking about it at
Mm.
Sunday dinner. So it's getting a little bit of chatter, I think, but nothing too crazy. And then some kind of small names rounding out the new releases. Stacy this morning was talking about the AI doc, or
Yeah,
how I became an apocal optimist.
yeah.
Um,
They need to work on the title of that, I think.
yeah, and then some re-releases, The Mummy Returns and Stand By Me, all doing like 500K.
Yeah, I did see a tweet somewhere, like one of the people that like I follow on Instagram tweeted like, "Why were there two movies about rich people killing like normal people? Like, is everyone okay?" Because it was that
Is
one. And
everyone
then
okay?
Was it Ready or Not? Was the other one too, which is a similar like vibe where it's like they're being hunted. Normal
Yeah,
people being hunted by rich people.
yeah.
I don't think people are ready
Yeah,
to answer that.
Holdovers was kind of the story this weekend. Um,
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary holding over really, really well. Only dropping 32% week over week. Did 54 million this weekend, which is pretty crazy to
Yeah.
start that strong and hold that strong. Hoppers still holding over well, 12.2 million, which is only a 31% drop. Also crazy. And the other one that we've kind of been talking about a little bit is Durandar, The Revenge, which is a part two. It did 4.7 million. And we track a lot of Bollywood movies at MoviePass, and I think this is the best I've ever seen one do domestically.
Mhm.
Like really like holding in the top 10 through the first 2 weeks. It'll probably stay in the top 10 potentially through another weekend. Well, we have Mario this weekend, so maybe not. It'll probably drop out, but um, really big Bollywood release. So if anyone needs to get their feet wet on Bollywood, this is maybe a good one to see before it leaves theaters.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Project Hail Mary yet, it is amazing. It is as amazing as people say. Um, it made 300 million globally.
Yeah, I think they said, I think it became Amazon's biggest um, box office release ever this weekend.
And we'll double click on it a little bit later when we go into trending topics, because there's some fun content out about it. Given it was, the way it was made was so sort of out of the box. Okay, cool. The AI doc, I'm like, I don't even want to think about it.
Not now.
Next, moving on to our next segment, our pick holds and drops of the week for the Mogul game. What are your thoughts? I think I would definitely make sure you pick Mario if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I don't think.
Hold on
Mm,
to Project Hail Mary for sure. But go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say on pick. Yeah, Mario Galaxy. Obviously, pick that one up if you haven't already. I think the drama is
Mhm,
probably kind of poised to overperform, at least compared to its size. Like it's not going to touch Super Mario by any means, but given its budget and its size, and I feel like Zendaya and Robert Pattinson are kind of as as beloved as they've ever been.
mhm.
I know I'm looking forward to that one. I think that director has kind of made some fun movies. I would probably pick that one up too, and I think both of those actors as well.
Yeah, for sure. I did just
Uh,
I get, like, I have the A24, like, membership, triple
mhm,
A24, and
mhm.
they sent us a invite, like a fake wedding invite
Mm,
for them,
nice.
and I was like, "Oh, my" it was on the table, and my husband was like, "Wait, what the hell is this?" Like, 'cause it looked like a real, like, wedding invite, and I was
Who
like
is this?
yeah, I was like, it's Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, we got invited to their wedding."
How much is the A24 membership?
It's like $5 a month or something.
I should
Uh,
sign up for that. That sounds kind of fun.
yeah, it is cool, you get a really cool zine every quarter, and then you get, like, cool, like, gifts, like, I got a couple free gifts for my birthday, I got a hat for my birthday. They let you kinda choose what want from, like, a selection of gifts. I personally think it's worth it, and it's kinda fun.
Mhm. Yeah, what else? Hold, yeah, Project Hail Mary, hold Project Hail Mary, and I think drop I'm probably dropping Hoppers because it's kind
Yeah,
of getting replaced this weekend, as far as kids movies go.
for sure, I agree on all of those things. Moving on, we're moving fast. The trending topics of the week so far. It was just announced today that, or rather, a movie poster dropped for the second edition, the sequel rather, Jesus, to The Housemaid. It did so well. The first one did so well. They're making another one, and this time, Kristen Dunst is going to be in it. Obviously,
It
Sydney's in it as well.
is the Do you know if there's a sequel book? Like, is it based on
I don't think there
uh,
is.
a book sequel, or are they doing like the Game of Thrones thing where it was just so popular that they're just
Oh wait, it is. It is based on a book series. Oh, I know it's based on a book series, but there's three. Looks like
okay?
there's the Housemaid, the Housemaid Secret, and the Housemaid is Watching.
Well, sounds like it's going to be a trilogy.
I'm excited. I love the first one, so I'm ready.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, The Housemaid, I mean, I would say was one of the bigger movie stories of the holidays. Like if you're following box office numbers,
Yeah.
if you're just kind of looking at the news, maybe it wasn't the biggest thing you heard of, but um, the way it held over and just like kept staying in the top five, like week after week after week, like through the end of January was crazy. So, um, if you didn't know, I think the movie performed a lot better than people expected, and so yeah, of course, a sequel is already in the works.
It's that Euphoria cast, man.
Yeah.
You know what's up. All right, moving on to the next trending topic. So if you guys haven't heard, Project Hail Mary was a little bit unique in the way that they shot it. They didn't use any green screen. They kind of rarely used even CGI, but here's a little clip of a behind the scenes clip from the director of how they got one of the scenes to happen. That's Ryan.
Try to get some more activity, Simon.
So they used a lot of practical effects. I don't know if you saw the movie, right, Josh? So you know. For
Yeah.
those of you that don't, there's a scene in the movie where he's like out on the hull of the ship, and there's an astrophage storm. Basically, he's in the line of the astrophages. I forget what that's called. Like Pandora, Pandora? No, something like that. Where it's
My
like he's
memory is short.
light. Anyway, that was all done practically. So it was all like lights on chicken wire. And then what they said, at least in the director's tweet, was that they poured water over the lens to get that like look of being in like flow in an astrophage storm. The other thing that I thought was really interesting was that I didn't realize that a lot of the acting between Ryan and Rocky, like the alien, a lot of that was puppet work.
That's
Like,
kind of what I was wondering that. That kind of would have been my assumption, but I wasn't positive.
so pretty much anytime Ryan was in a scene with Rocky, there was a puppeteer there, at least partially to like react to as an actor. But the same guy that does a lot of like Broadway puppets, like from Lion King, Into the Wild, is it Into the Wild? Into the Woods, sorry, Into the Woods. He did the puppeteering for this and was on the shoot pretty much the entire 6 months. So I thought that was really interesting. Oh, bless you, whoever's out there. But really cool. I like seeing that like they're actually using practical effects. I think it's really, really lovely because in this world of AI, it's nice to have something that feels real. And that definitely like came through in the movie, I felt like.
Yeah, it gives it kind of like an organic, like textured, authentic feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, go see it. It's like
Oops.
I didn't even like love the movie, and it's still like one of the easiest recommends ever. Like it really is. I was talking to my grandparents about it. My sister, her stepkid, like you could really like recommend it to anyone.
So true. What do your grandparents think? Have they seen it, or you just were recommending?
They have not seen it yet, but it's rare that I see a movie that I could recommend to them. So that's why I was talking to them about it.
Yeah, I feel like it's a total like all ages one where it like works for every quadrant.
Yeah,
of audience. So yeah,
for sure.
All right, next up. So Quilty is a new AI platform for film and TV that helps creators and studios make smarter creative and financial decisions. The idea is that it analyzes, past scripts, suggests casting and even packaging, and even forecasts box office performance. It even helps plan to the production. It gives each product a quality score of 0 to 100, which they're calling the Quilty score, based on story quality, commercial potential, cultural impact, production feasibility. So this is like, I like this version of AI in our industry because it's not like trying to replace people. It is trying to empower creators to make the best possible decisions for themselves. Really interesting. I think they're saying it'll be kind of like a crystal ball to predict how films might perform across markets, and also really just the goal of making the decision making more data driven, which I think is, not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a wild. We're living in the wild west of AI at the moment, and it'll definitely like it's going to shake out into something like practical and useful at some point. But it's kind of hard to pick out the diamonds from the rough at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like it's always the question. What's hard about movies is you don't really know how it's going to hit until you release it, right? And so much of it is like, so much pressure is put on that first and second weekend. Could this take some of that pressure off? Curious to know what you guys think. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. Next up, we have a new trailer for the movie Boosters, starring Keke Palmer, Demi Moore, whole cast of sort of misfits. Let's give it a watch.
Get your camera out. Let's go live. You know the egregious theft that's been happening at my stores. The boosters take my clothes because they're low-class urban bitches.
Christy Smith knows we exist. I call it triple F. Fashion, forward, philanthropy. I know how to spell philanthropy. Branding, though.
For that, you're a raw-ass, make-it-happen hustler.
Give it to me. It's mine anyway.
In fashion, humanity is our canvas. But the Velvet Gang is reducing our margins. So life can bob and weave.
Christy Smith stole my design.
What?
If she stole your design, we gotta get it back for that. I have a plan. Together, we empty out every single Metro designer in the Bay Area.
We gotta take what's ours.
We should coordinate.
Well, what are we waiting for?
They're taking everything.
in here anymore.
You okay?
It's time to get loose. It's time to get loose. It's time to get loose.
You boosters just take like you. We follow this plan to precision.
Their wig game is crazy.
Damn.
I'm gonna need you to trust me.
We have to make her cry.
3, 2, 1. Oh, come on. Let's take all of it. Grab them wigs.
It's time to get loose.
Nice. You're muted.
That's fun. I was saying that the director is the same director as Sorry to Bother You, so it kind of has that same look and even like tone. I feel like kind of that magical realism vibe too.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. That director hasn't made anything besides some TV stuff since Sorry to Bother You, and I feel like while Sorry to Bother You didn't get any like super big like critical reception or even like box office reception, probably it seemed to have like kind of like a viral spread that lasted for a while. Like I feel like it was quite talked about, and it seems like a movie that like way more people know about than has any rights. So I'm curious how this will compare. And it does have such like a unique and like fun style.
Yeah, and I think there's like some big names in this movie too, so and just helps to get the word out. I feel like Keke Palmer can literally do no wrong. I would work for her. I let her be president. I would.
You name it. Lakeith Stanfield is always fun.
Oh, love him.
Demi is like obviously a massive name right now. So yeah,
and she hasn't done anything since The Substance, and she had so much.
No,
so that's exciting. I will say, I'm like being from San Francisco, so I can say this: not the fashion capital of the world. I would say, unless you think fashion is like Patagonia vests and like. Although the Gap is really having a big comeback right now, so that's fine. But
the Gap is making some nice stuff right now. I agree.
Oh, totally. Anyway, so check it out if you haven't yet. That's a new trailer out for the movie I Love Boosters in theaters soon, I believe.
And check out the Gap.
Yes. All right. No update on the leaderboard today. We'll update on Thursday. Until then, see you later.
Peace.
Bye.